Okay, Rebecca, the first thing I'm going to tell you to do is to go to the UAF library. So I'll show you where that is. I mean, it's pretty quick. And I don't know if you know these databases, but here in the UAF library, to me, it's the first one I hit. Maybe I search it more often, but make sure you're at uaf.edu, okay? My internet's pretty slow, so if it might lag and this might not even be worth doing, but we'll try. So down here at the A to Z database list, so click on that. And that's not where you actually go, though. The place to go is over here. Once you've clicked on that, go down here to the lower right and click on Databases by Title. Okay? Now, so your database is basically a cleaner search engine than Google. So what the database is going to do, it's just going to search magazine journal articles that scientists have written that have been peer-reviewed. To me, the best, most useful ones for educational or anthropology type things are Academic Search Premier, which is this very first one you see. By the way, they're in alphabetical order over here on the left, and you can quick search them by going to the letter. Okay? So I like Academic Search Premier. I also like JSTOR. They have a lot of scholarly material, but UAF doesn't have enough titles in JSTOR, so you kind of hit some dead ends there. And then the other one I like for education, and I'm not sure this would fall in anthropology, but it's ERIC, E-R-I-C, and I'll show you that one too. It's all capitalized for some reason. Okay, so it's right here. So those are the ones I like. But let me just show you real quick what you do and how you can optimize this. So I'm going to go to Academic Search Premier. It's a pretty healthy one. You have to log in with your UA credentials. You have to use Duo. Sorry, this is going to take a little bit, kind of wasting time. I didn't realize this was the case. All right. All right, so finally. And so let's look at your first one. If you get too specific, you have to make it more general, but I like to start specific and you might have better luck, okay? So let's go to Alaska Native Art. The more specific you make it, the fewer hits you're going to get, which is actually helpful because there's so many. So you see right here that we got 6,600 hits, and every single one of them are going to be peer-reviewed articles. You can refine your results over here, and the easiest thing to do is to limit your thing to full text. And when you do that, that makes sure that you're not just getting abstracts, for instance. You're getting the full text ones. So for instance, now we just narrowed it down to half as many. So now we only have to search 3,000. Okay? Now what you'd have to do is just be a smart scholar and read these titles and see if they might be useful for you. As long as you see that they have PDF full text or even HTML full text, you'll be able to read them. The ones that are just abstract are garbage because you're not allowed to use them for professional papers. You have to look up. You have to be honest that you're using the full text. Okay? So, you might just want to click on one. Now, let me show you what would happen when you click on one. So here we have a paper. Oh, by the way, you also want to pay attention to dates. The more recent material is better to use in a research paper. If you start using material that's 10 to 20 years old, your professor's probably going to question that. Now, this is a book review, so it may not be that helpful. So let's bag that one, and I'll go back a page. Looking across 3 generations, that's about resilience. This is just culture. This is hunting. This is art. This is culture. So it looks like we're getting a lot of culture things. So we might want to change this. Alaska Native Art. Something like that. And I just hit the return key there. I didn't do that. So here we have, this might be interesting. Okay. So this is in the Smithsonian magazine, January, February 2021. So that's really recent. It's not a peer-reviewed article, but Smithsonian's a good general information article. But what I wanted to show you, sorry, even that's not very good. That looks like it's more of a video than anything else. And there's some literature. There's, oh, by the way, how many hits did we have? Only 69 here, and this is limiting it to 20 per page. And just like Google, they put the best ones up first. So the deeper you go, the less information you might get. You might have to get more specific than Alaska Native art. You might have to go something like masks or whale carvings or something like that. And then, like you did, Rebecca, the information that you find might change the story that you write or change the essay that you write. And this is just some personal remembrances, so it's really not good. Now this is really crap references, but what I love to do when I'm doing this is go to the end of the article and look at the references, and then use those references to as a search tool. So you can see here, the different articles that he or she used to write this, and so these aren't all that good. But let's look at this one, extinction and reconstruction of. So we just copy that and go to our search engine. Paste it in there and see what happens. And sometimes you get articles that use that particular source, so it's it just shows you that it's good, something to use. And there's only a couple pages of. And let's see. Oh, that's a fellow that studied Aleutian anthropology, it looks like. And that's it. Okay, so you know what? I think I'm gonna not even use this.